Hi, my name is Jordan Wayman, and I'm a senior at Texas A&M University Commerce. I have begun the organizational leadership program as of last year, 2018, August of 2018, and I am honored to be able to say that I am going to be completing the program this year. I just want to give just a little bit of a background about myself. I was born in Louisiana, raised in Louisiana with two brothers, and I moved to Texas when I was in middle school, and I've been here ever since. I work for DCCD, specifically El Centro College in the Dallas County Community College District. I specifically work in the admissions office where I help students to get enrolled into college, and I also process transcripts and everything on the back end. And this year I actually I worked with another company. I worked with Charming Charlie's, assisting as a style specialist as well as a cashier. I got immense joy in being able to help people to find their jewelry and whatever they need to make themselves feel better. But my actual passion is in outreach and recruitment. So academically, I would like to I'm interested in leadership in higher education setting, and I'd like my career to go towards the outreach and recruitment aspect in higher education. So the work of this program has been able to help me to determine where I want to go and how I can go about moving up in that leadership role in outreach and recruitment. So I would like to begin by letting you know I had minimal knowledge of leadership at the time that I actually started the program. I only had worked at one job for maybe 3 years by the time I started the program. And I would love to be able to give my thanks to Robert Brown as well as Tara Thompson. Robert Brown actually was the one who showed up at one of the Dallas County Community College District's conference day, and he gave me so much information about the program at that time that I was able to learn, and I was able to actually get into the program that year. Tara Thompson, she actually is the advisor, and she's been there through and through, always constant contact. When I was falling behind, she asked questions. She was always just there to help me through this program. If not for both of them, I don't think I would have completed the program. I also want to give my thanks to the instructors who were also there with constant contact as well as feedback. I love the feedback that they gave through the program, which was an amazing thing. So basically in this video, that was just my general introduction. I want to go over a couple of different aspects of the program and what did I get out of the program, as well as where my leadership is heading towards today versus what it was when I began the program. So before this program, like I said, I had minimal knowledge of leadership. And actually, the very first course, the Issues of Organizational Leadership course that I took, we actually began by, our assignment was to create a personal leadership strategy, which in the strategy, we discussed vision, the mission statements, we discussed leaders that we thought were examples of what we were looking to be, as well as leaders that we saw that we didn't actually their leadership was not completely up to par. And we got to go through we got to go through so many different aspects of leadership as a whole. At that time, I actually couldn't even determine a vision statement because I wasn't really versed on what a vision statement was. Even though I did my research and I went through to determine to figure out what a vision statement was, I wasn't able to determine one. Currently, I've actually come up with a vision because my goal in life is to be able to reach as many students and to help them find the place that they need to go through to do education. And so what my vision is now is to be able to touch as many potential students in a positive aspect. And so I've actually been able to get my vision together based upon based upon learning that I've actually done through different classes that I've taken in this course, in this program. And so next, I actually took data-driven decision making 1 and 2. And in these classes, I was able to learn about big data. I was able to learn about places where you can locate big data and all of this. It was very interesting to learn. I actually learned about key performance indicators, and so many different things were learned in this course, these 2 courses. That first course, we actually got to complete a workbook where we actually analyzed an area that needed attention, or make an area that needed attention, and we got to analyze it and use like the key performance indicators to determine how we can make the necessary adjustments needed to correct said problem, which was very interesting for me because I had actually never heard of the key performance indicators. I've heard of them, but I didn't know that there were actually so many different key performance indicators. I had minimal knowledge. I just heard KPIs once or twice in a project, heard it once or twice in a performance that was given by our dean. I was able to use the KPIs in this time to make adjustments to the area that I specifically sought out that needed improvement. Then the next, in data-driven decision making 2, we actually got a data set handed to us, which we were able to analyze the data set and create a PowerPoint presentation to go in front of possibly like a board to let them know what their next steps would need to be, what countries we might need to sell this and this more to. We actually got to go in and create a presentation about that, which in all these measures I learned how I can determine the methods for improvement and how to use big data to help with determining those solutions towards all the different problems we might have. So it was very great that I was able to learn how to use that, specifically tying into my future role that I want in outreach and recruitment. Big data will be a big aspect of that career because we're going to have to look into how we can recruit students. What are things that we can do to recruit students? And so looking at big data as well as the key performance indicators are going to be such a big thing to use, specifically when taking surveys and all of this. So it was an interesting course to take towards for my next aspect in my career. But we've gone through so many different courses. We had behaviors, ethics, and leadership. We had our leadership theory 1 and 2. We've had leading change, which leading change was a really great course as well. I got to learn so much about how the different changes are and how I as a leader can be the leader of that change. And so that course is extremely great. I did specifically like, I believe it was in behavior, ethics, and leadership. We had talked specifically like about the Ford Pinto case. And so that case was very interesting to read about and to actually go through and look at the ethics of that case. It helped me reading about different ethics to know how I would like to be in the future. And so in this course, I've learned so much. It's actually helped to lead me towards being a better leader today. As I said, had minimal knowledge of leadership. I was pretty much not that well of a leader. I was more of a follower. I kind of just do a lot of work and just listen to what my manager tells me to do. But this course has actually helped me to be able to determine how I would like to be as a leader. So with that being said, my leadership style of today that I really am looking towards being able to lead by example, show people the work that is done and how to do the work, give them time to learn the work, show them how to do the work. That's how I am more as my leadership, as I've been able to watch, because not to say that I was just a follower. I had leadership qualities. It's just that I actually didn't notice them because of because I didn't know what they were. And so now that I'm able to learn them, um, I now know that we're all just a product of our own success. And hopefully that this program can lead to me leading to success in outreach and recruitment. So this program was amazing. Specifically, I did like the Capstones 1 and 2. Specifically, the leadership interview where we got to actually sit down with different leaders and actually got to ask them questions and get their feedback and look at the way that they actually they run their companies and do like analysis as well. Learning about how to do a SWOT analysis was extremely helpful. Which this It was weird that we did one in this program, and the next thing I know, I was actually being able to assist with doing one for El Centro College. So I do love the fact that we actually got to learn of things that we're going to actually use in the real world. And so just want to say thank you for the opportunity to do this program, and thank you for creating such an amazing program. Thank you.